I'm gonna go in, as you can tell, friends, I've already started to add other patterns in my bird, but we're gonna pretend I haven't done that yet. I'm gonna pick any 2 colors, 2 to 3 colors of my choice for my leaves, or whatever nature thing you are going to use. I'm trying to pick colors that are very different from my background colors so that they pop. And when artists do that in art, when they choose 2 very different things and place them next to each other, that is called contrast. So for example, if I were to draw on top of this background with a yellow colored pencil, it's not really going to show up. However, if I pick something that's very different from that yellow, like a blue, maybe something like a green, then they might show up a little more, okay? So what you're going to do is start with 1, and for your leaf shapes, you're going to do a curve in one direction and a curve in another. You might need to hold this, closer to the tip area and push a little harder to get it to show up on the paint. Then inside of your curves, you're going to do a line. And then in your line, you're going to do about 2 to 3 upside down V's. If you want to add a little piece for your stem hanging off, you can. I'm going to go in, I'm going to draw a couple of leaves, but I want to change their size to add variety. Do some big leaves, small leaves in your background. So both at the top and bottom. Oops, and as you can tell, Miss Plummer really has a tough time with these. It takes a little bit to get used to your colored pencil. So you're going to go in with that first color. Start with your curves. Do your line in the middle. Your 2 to 3 V's with your stem outside. So go ahead and add a bunch of those in your background. Okay, friends, I went in, I added my leaves. Now I'm going to go in with my second color, and I'm basically just going to trace around the lines I already have. So I'm going to go in, and if I feel like that color's, maybe not popping, I can always go in with a different color after I've tried that second color. You can also draw some more leaves using that new color. So you can trace with that new color, go over some of your leaves, or draw new ones. Okay, friends, so now in each section of our bird where we have a different color, we're going to add a pattern. This is where I really want you to focus on your pattern. So I've already done some patterns. I have hearts and dashes in this area, swirls down here, and a yellow and orange stripe pattern here. Reminder, a pattern is when something happens in an order and it's repeated. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to pick 2 colors to 3. Notice too, friends, I didn't color in with the colored pencils. I just am drawing on top of the paint, because if I color in with colored pencils, then what was the point of us painting? So that paint undercoat should be still there. Okay, so down here, let me think of what my core is going to be. And that's the piece that's going to get repeated. I'm still thinking about contrast. So if I'm going in, all right, I am going to do another stripe pattern. So I'm going to alternate between the green and the blue. So I'm going to do green, blue. Friends, I have my patterns all done. As you can tell, these ones are very different from these patterns here, and that's what's going to give your art variety and make each toucan stand out and look different.